Hey there everyone. So y'all might remember that I had something planned for the incoming, post vanilla contest video, except, I was planning on playing a little Japanese indie game called Obake about a little ghost. What I didn't figure out somehow was that the game was full screen only, and as you know, I cannot record records like something played full screen. So there goes that plan. However, I insist on not really being interested in playing more Mario until Super Mario Central production, which will be, I don't know when, but I'd like to do something else until then. And so I believe that what I should do is once again ask the public what y'all would want to see. I will make a forum thread about this, and I will ask to use the forum thread for this purpose, because otherwise I just can't really, it's too hard to, I mean, you've all experienced you've all experienced the YouTube comments. You all know that it's basically unmanageable, and using the forum would be a lot easier, since also you can put links and stuff. So yeah, I'll basically take more consideration and suggestions that come from the forum itself. Oh man, I know I am being discriminate. How dare I? But that's how it's gonna be. Boat time. Boat time is over. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm gonna be making, for stuff. I'm always curious to try new stuff, and also stuff. I won't make any restriction, although I will, of course, not do things which I like. Basically, don't ask for stuff like RPGs. I won't do an RPG, that's stupid. I won't do anything more technological than a 16-bit system, or a fairly low-powered indie game, and stuff, and also stuff, and also stuff. Whoa. And what am I trying to say here? I don't know. I forget. Yeah. No Mario hacks, of course. I'm open for other hacks. As always, I'm kind of on the fence about commercial game. I mean, the problem with doing Kirby 3 is that now I set a precedent. And I don't know, I might be able to be convinced to do another one, but I would prefer to do non-commercial stuff, just because the thing with LPs is that, especially now that old school games are being sold again in different services and all that, companies are still trying to do money out of their old stuff, and I feel kind of awkward ripping that away from them in that way. So, oh, Spring Haze, that's why I can't use my scythe. Well, that explains everything. So I'm just gonna throw it around. Yeah, so that's what I was trying to say. So is there anything else that I'm trying to say here? Probably not, but that won't stop me from trying, of course. Yeah, so stuff. Yeah, so basically, I think I just said everything that I could say, conceivably, possibly, and alternatively, and also dogs. They're quite delicious in the stew. Yeah, I'm playing Weather Rhapsody there. I downloaded and played it for the first time yesterday, so if I'm playing very badly, this is why. Because for some reason, this game, you cannot play it like a normal fighting game, so it's kind of tricky. Considering there's 2 buttons dedicated to projectile, except they don't always do projectiles, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of weird, mostly. Especially for a pressure type of player like me. So, yeah, so I'll just repeat myself in order to... Or you know what? I've said what I had to say. So if you're not interested, you may as well just go ahead and stop while watching right now. I'm just gonna be filling up 15 minutes of me just kind of pounding away at buttons, and you know, let's all look at the colorful lights. You know, lights that are colorful, they're pretty fancy to look at. They remind us of a simpler day, a day where, you know, colors were not sanctioned by the government, and so there was just something precious about seeing colors on TV or radio or something. You know, nowadays we're just so used to seeing them, we don't really think about it at all. And I think that in a way, color lost some of its prestige over time. It's nice to see independent game developer, you know, try and re-put back a sense of greatness in watching color in action. Yeah, I'm not really saying a whole lot now, good am I? Oh man, I'm throwing sight! It's pretty great. So, ouch. I have no idea who I'm even using. It's pretty great. So, ouch. Dang it. Die already. So, yeah, there's going to be a thread, and you can say hello to the thread, and no one is going to reply anything, because they're going to be too busy eating pie. It's pretty great. So, so what else is there to say about? Isn't it quite a beautiful day today? Actually, these days it's been like cruelly humid, but yesterday we had like lightning storms and all that, which has, of course, the net effect of making the lands a lot more livable. I am not saying no to that. You know, there's nothing better than a big old good old storm, especially now that my cat isn't afraid and, you know, peeing all over the place during a storm. Oh, Gaston, I still miss you. But, you know, I have to admit that sometimes owning a cat is kind of dumb. That's just how much we love them, you know, considering what we put up, what we as cat or former cat owners put up with for our friendly little friend. I think just that goes to show how much we love the little critters. Yeah, that's my little political statement of the time. It's pretty great. Political statements are always best when, you know, eaten with just a dash of cinnamon. You wouldn't think about it, but seriously, you should try it. It's like, I can't even describe it. You would be surprised. I say that right now. Yeah, today is a day where, you know, you can consider it a day if you want to. Oh man, you know, these days I've been living like not alone anymore, and oh ho, I'm alone for the weekend. It's pretty fancy. This is like the closest thing I have to a video log, just playing some video games and talking about nothing with no coherence ever. Oh man. So, hi, how's it going? My name is Raukau, and I play video games. Somehow this got me 12k subscribers. I have no idea why. I have no idea what any of you are doing there. But, hi regardless. I won't say Nostradamus, because, like, that has no place in that sentence. Why would I say it there? You must remain sense-making, sometimes at least. Otherwise, people won't make you, like, take you seriously. And, oh no, there's a Aegis reflector there. Whoa, I did not know Rimu could kick. So this is a video game, you know, it's a game in video form. It's all like FMV style. Basically, you don't like really so much directly control, but from time to time you get like an input, like the game asks for a input, like basically like quick time events, but before they were called that way, and basically you respond, and depending on your timing and stuff, it's different, like it affects the story. It's a pretty neat concept, but I don't think there's really much of a future in it. I very much doubt it's really gonna lift off the ground, so to speak, but you know, as a novelty, it's pretty neat. I won't say no to novelty, because it's not a person. I do not talk to things which are not person, even when it is boat time, even for very low amount. I wish boat time was a more reliable tension move, though. But there you go! I'm throwing purple things along the floor! This is truly my might as an American. Because Americans use scythe all the time. But no, she throws money. She is capitalism. You know, you think Rimu would appreciate having money thrown at her that way. This makes no sense canonically. Why do you not make any sense, you lady with a hair? It's only one hair, it's just like really, really, really like large and fluffy. It's pretty great, you know? I would enjoy to learn the secret to having a single hair quite as developed. I mean, I have more than one hair on my head, so imagine if they were all so fluffy and developed. How grandiose my head would stand. Truly, I would have no master on this world. I cannot wait for that day. So, I just did a thing there. It's pretty great. So, it's cloudy? No. Looking outside, it's not really cloudy. You are a very bad weatherman, Mr. Game. What is up with you? You got weather in your name. You should know more about these things. You are feeding lies to the populace. I will not stand for that. Also, my name is Raukau, and you know, sometimes in the morning, usually around, I'd say 11:30 a.m., I take out like my Super Nintendo emulator, and I'm like, oh, well, looks like I'm gonna be playing a Mario hack, and oh no, I got Camtasia open by accident. Well, might as well use this accident and say some crazy things. And you know, the day afterwards, when I wake up, it can be just about any time, but usually anywhere between 6 and 8 a.m. really, basically. I wake up like, well, I got this video file, you know, in my computer. Might as well upload it to a video sharing service called, you might have heard of it, it's called YouTube. Then afterwards, you know, I put the link to the video, I embed it on my website called raukau.com, but it's not the name of the site, but it is the address. You can find it that way. I know, it's the internet, like, it's a pretty crazy thing. It's like a network of different, like, pages of information, but I say information, but sometimes information is taken quite loosely. Oh, it's pretty crazy. You can count on that. The internet is a pretty horrible place, actually. Don't go there. Like, if you've never went on the internet before, please heed my call. Don't even think about it. You're gonna be better off without knowing the true horrors that lays within. Oh man, there's like, it defies description, really. Hey, those are knives. That's not very nice. You are not a good role model there, lady with white hair. I guess you're either old or an albino. Either way, you should be expunged from society. So, this is a clock, so automatically I think of Marvel Super Capcom 2 Versus. That's totally the real name of that game. I know it because I called it myself. You know, Capcom's like, man, we need a stupid Canadian guy, you know, to name our games for us, because we sure can't. We are, after all, a professional business, and thus we can only give the most boring and horrible and least descriptive name available, because that's just how the business world works. You don't make money out of being, like, honest with your information, so that's why you gotta be creative. That is what the entirety of America was founded about. Just ask Washington Carter. He lives, like, in the apartment right next to mine, and I always, like, just barge in. I am the wacky neighbor to his, you know, his straight man sort of deal, and all the time I'm like, hey, is it boat time? And he's like, no, it's not. But then I hear like this phantom voice in an audience just laughing and clapping. To be honest, at first I was pretty freaked out, but after a while, I don't know, you get used to it, I guess. But I don't know if it's something you should get used to. I think if you got mice in your walls like that, I think the good thing to do is to root them out somehow. Don't you agree? If you agree, thumb down this video, and if you do, also thumb down this video. But if you don't, thumb down the comments. That is the 6th one from here. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, so forum, suggest me stuff to play, forum, stuff to play, and all that.